Okay, just got done watching the gaming session of Digimoncon and I left overall satisfied. Not necessarily with the content presented, but with the honesty of the questions and answers. Well, most of them. Luckily, it started with the producer, Habu, and Digimon Survive, the most anticipated game, even giving us a new trailer with new gameplay, although a bit short. After that, we got apologies from Habu and explanations on why the delay and lack of update. Pretty much, as I and many have theorized, it had to do with the development team. Game was seemingly in development hell, and so they got a new team, is how I understand it. They changed from witchcraft to hide ink. Also sounds like, at best, Survive won't be out till late 2022, possibly even next year. For those lore heads, Habu goes into more detail about how Digimon exists in the universe. Now the story will be darker, meant for old fans, and friends will die. Story will be divided into chapters. Progression is made via investigations and conversations in the world. Essentially, there is a limited amount of time, so you need to pick your side quests carefully. In terms of gameplay, it's a text-adventure game with story choices. Evolution can depend on the closeness with friends. Basically, there is more Persona 5 type elements going on here. You can make friends with wild Digimon, and friends can help you in battle sometimes. The phone will play a part in the story. The tactic style is traditional tactic style battle. Higher levels use more energy, however. The game overall could be 100 hours long. Sadly, no release date. Game will be localized in English as well as other countries. More text than gameplay, which I believe is typical for visual novel stories. That's the most info we got on Digimon Survive for the moment. Now we move on to Digimon games with other questions from fans, with questions chosen by them. The first question is, could the Wonder Swarm games be ported? Basically, they want to, but predicted low sales and could not convince the higher-ups. Another question is, should they remake or remaster Digimon World? They want to, but not sure how to go about it. Give them your ideas in the comments. A open world game would cost too much. Another question is basically, is it okay for me to lust after these characters? What other reason why someone would ask for Deco's character's age? I don't know. No world games are currently being worked on, partly due to worrying about attracting new fans and not betraying old ones. I recently made a video about how to improve world games, and I think my ideas are pretty cost effective. I will link that at the end. No sequel to Cyber Sleuth. Finally, we get into some good news, and it's about Digimon's story. Yes, it's being worked on, and yes, finally, for the old fans, it will involve the Olympus 12, and the digital world will be the setting, which is oddly rare for story games as of late. So finally, we are back. Then the next few questions are Habu giving the fandom hard pills to swallow. First, Habu turns down the idea of an action RPG Digimon game. Basically, they don't have the budget. They would like to make a multiplayer game. A somewhat relevant question was about game development. 3 to 5 years on modern consoles, depending on the game. After that, more personal questions about being a developer. But that's pretty much it, and here are my overall thoughts. First, I did get a laugh out of the lady saying Digimon survived, something the fans have been ironically saying for a while. Habu clearly understands how fans feel and about the wait for Survive. Switching to a new studio must be rough, so sure there's a level of mental toll and frustration going on behind the scenes. I'm happy a story game is being worked on though. I have no real interest in the Olympus 12, they're just another group to me, but here's Habu's chance to give this group some development, give them unique personalities. Also, hopefully, we see Titanmon and Grayson Novamon. It's really a shame about the budget issue, however, but they still said to ask fans their thoughts, so maybe they are looking for engagement to help convince the higher-ups to give them more of a budget and agree to their ideas. Who knows? Anyway, those are what I found most noteworthy. What are yours? Tell me in the comments. I think the general opinion of this whole conference is pretty much, sorry Habu, this is a day late and $1 short, so to speak. And please remember to like, sub, hit the bell. And one question, how old are you?